Hey everyone, it's Chris from Smithy Finance, and this is your midday market report for March 27th. Now, do you remember what the first rule of my Secrets of the Stock Market? I've done a 4-part series and many more parts to come. But rule number 1, the beginning of the first video, is you will be disappointed. And rule 2 is watch out for scammers and fraud, because there's lots of that in the market. So that's a pleasant way to start it. But rule 1, you will be disappointed, shows up over and over and over and over and over again. In fact, it's kind of the way of life as a stock trader. So it's important to expect to be disappointed so that when you are disappointed, it doesn't put you in a downward spiral. And so being disappointed, of course, Trump opens his mouth and we got more tariff talk, and the market hates the tariffs, and rightly so. A 25% tariff on the auto industry is brutal. GM was down 7% this morning. Stellantis down 3 or 4%. All of them are down, and of course they're down. And if there's going to be reciprocal tariffs, if it comes to that, I'm still hopeful that things get worked out and that these tariffs are far less and maybe not at all. But Trump seems to think that the U.S. is being ripped off all these years. And I don't know enough about it, but maybe he's right. Maybe they have been ripped off to some degree. But the whole auto sector has been built on trade, and to knock it down is, it's tough. And the market hates the trade talk. So yesterday we were down quite a bit. Today we're down quite a bit. Let's have a look. Right now we've got the Dow down 200, Nasdaq's down 60, so not that much. But we've got the high flyers, they're down quite a lot, right? So good thing we sold some on those good days, and now we can buy them back, even though I know it doesn't feel good to be buying them back, but that is indeed what I'm doing. Sterling, which is involved with the AI build out of the artificial intelligence buildings and such. Anyway, it was 132.5. I sold some. Again, I'd been selling all the way up. I bought a little bit back at 120 today. That's about a 10% haircut from the high. And I've got bids in underneath, but they're all lower. MicroStrat or Strategy now hit 340 or 342. It's at 322. Reddit hit 125. Now it's at 112. So that sucks. I did not sell any at 125. I had an offer at 128, didn't quite hit it. Maybe I was asking for too much, but anyway, here we are. So it's not acting well. So look, these disappointments, they come. We just, water off a duck's back. If there's an opportunity to buy something that you like and it's on sale, then you got to buy some and put a bid below, because again, who knows how low these things go. A couple of the stocks that I've been talking about here, we've got, let's go to gold and silver. So gold and silver are ripping. We've got gold up. So gold's been on a hell of a run, outperformed everything, right? Gold is up $40, 3,063. Silver is at 88 cents. It's over 35 now, 35.10. I've been waiting for 35. And my big silver stock, which is AYA, is doing nothing, or doing not much, or going lower basically the last few days and weeks. It's at 12.65. They had drill results yesterday morning that came out. They look great, but the market doesn't care. AYA is in the penalty box for disappointment of a few months ago. They have their earnings, according to Yahoo, their earnings are out tomorrow. I don't know more than that. We'll have a look at them when they come out. I don't know. I like the stock. I've added today. I added the Ivanhoe today at 14 even. Now that's getting hurt because of DRC, the Congo. There's some fighting way away from their properties, that is, but there is fighting. And of course, South Africa, where they have their other major project, which is not producing yet. But anyway, there's all sorts of problems in South Africa with racism and anyway, it's kind of ugly. So I think that's impacting them. Lithium Bank. So we talked about LBank, LBNK, and how cheap the stock was. Well, they did a financing. And this is the thing with the mining stocks. It takes a lot of money to drill and prove up resources. And these mining companies are many years away from making money. So they have to keep tapping the public markets. Lithium Bank had done a lot of financings at higher levels, $2, $1.80, $1.50, $1.20, I think. And now they've done one at 35 cents with a full warrant. So it's good. I mean, it's going to put $5 million in their coffers, and there's a warrant, and I think the warrant is exercisable at 40 cents or 45 cents or something. I'll have a look later, but anyway, they'll raise more money with that over the next year or so. So it's the dilution, which we don't like to see. But, you can't really blame them for doing a low price financing. I'm sure that the people that did the financings at 2 and 150 and whatnot are participating in this financing and can bring their average price down. I still like the stock. I still like lithium. I have bought some Sigma Lithium, SGML, and I have bids below, as I always do. Let's talk about Bitcoin for just a minute. There's so much bullish news on it, and it just can't do anything right now. And again, it's all tariffs, it's all risk off. But now we've got GameStop, who has close to $5 billion on their balance sheet. And now they've just announced a convertible debenture that they're floating, $1.3 billion. We'll see what happens, because GameStop's down quite a bit today after having a nice lift yesterday. I expect that they'll get it done, but it'll be at a lower conversion price. But who knows? We'll see. But you'd think if they are going to become part of this Sailor Strategies way of having a Bitcoin treasury. Now, we don't know how much they're going to buy. They've just said that they are going to include it, and they may buy 1 Bitcoin, or they may buy 1,000 Bitcoin, or they may buy 10,000. They may become another strategy and just keep, rolling up. But at this point, we don't know. But that's super bullish. And of course, the way the U.S. administration is backing Bitcoin is super bullish. And yet here we are, we're at 87, 88. True, it's off the bottom of 77, so that's good. And it's forming a level here. But it's, it's kind of boring. And all this news should be, making it rip. But until we get through the tariff talk, we are sort of stuck. You've got to take advantage of the bad tariff news, and then tomorrow morning we'll wake up and, there'll be, there's progress made in our talks with Canada about the auto tariffs, so we're going to delay that, or we're going to reduce it for now, and we're optimistic we'll be able to get more work done and come to a happy agreement. I mean, something like that's going to come, and then all the stocks are going to gap up, and away we go. And you and I, what do? We sell into it, just like we are buying into this today. That's what a trader does. I think that's all I had for you. Oh, last thing, blessing or a curse. These disappointments, blessing or a curse. I mean, disappointments makes the stocks go down, and we like to buy stocks when they're down, right? So is that a blessing or is that a curse? Well, it's a blessing as long as you've got buying power. And that is connected to position size and management of the entire portfolio, so that you are able and happy to buy them when they're low and not freaking out and getting a margin call and having to sell, or panicking and selling something. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you're still here, and I'll see you in the next one.